three-pointers today. No field goals quite yet. Hagan from deep, off the mark. Rebound tipped and got by Smith. Another Anderson three, off the back of the iron. Third chance points now for the Cougars. We welcome you in to the Eagles nest here, as I apologize for the camera. There we go. I apologize, folks, for the late start. My name is Nicholas Pietrzycki. Had some internet issues, but all sorted out now, and we are live. Cougars lead 19-6 with 4:15 left to play in the first quarter. Bryce Anderson with 13 points in the quarter and on the night. J.D. Jones pump fakes. Zaire Smith tries to take a charge. 15-footer, no good from Jones. So far, the offense has ran through him, but he's not been able to answer the call. Hagan driving and draws the foul. Head coach Shane Lewis not too pleased with that call. Substitution. Ruben Guerrero in, Hagan out, and that's the first one of the night. For those just tuning in, again, thank you, and thank you for being with us through all of our technical difficulties. J.D. Jones, pressure and a steal, and the easy layup. Eagle bench loving all of that one. Sandoval driving with the left. Picks it down low to Moore-Neal. Sandoval to Moore-Neal. Easy layup. A 1-2 game between Moore-Neal and Sandoval ends in 2. Quick three. Good by Sosnowski. Blake Sosnowski. 2 of 3 from three-point range, and a Cougar 30-second timeout. Starting lineups for both teams tonight for your Phoenix Christian Cougars: Xavier Sandoval, Malachi Moore-Neal, Zaire Smith, Jace Hagan, and Bryce Anderson. For the Eagles: Devin Chabra, Blake Sosnowski, Sammy Brodzinski, LaQuay Jerkins, and J.D. Jones. Sosnowski, team leading 6 points, and for the Cougars, Bryce Anderson with 13 already here tonight. He's outscoring the Eagles by himself. Foul against the Eagles, and Eagle bench is confused. Foul goes against Sosnowski, his first on the night. Zaire Smith in the low post, driving, no foul called. Eagles wanted it. Now a steal by Malachi Moore-Neal. He'll rise and slam it home with one hand. Looks like we'll have a technical foul against Malachi Moore-Neal, presumably for hanging on the rim too long. Sosnowski a chance to shoot 2 and cut the lead from 12 to 10. Cougars leading 23-11. I beg your pardon, the technical foul is actually on Zaire Smith, so not on Malachi Moore-Neal, rather on Zaire Smith. Sosnowitz first up and in. Jones, the son of the Phoenix Suns general manager, and a sophomore here for the Eagles varsity basketball team, as LB Jones against Anderson, who kicks it out to Moore Neal. Somehow he almost ends up with it, and a one-on-one from Sosnowitz. Guerrero, pin, but the ref says out of bounds. Looks like Ruben Guerrero. Inbound, right to Ruben Guerrero, a one-on-one, will take it himself, put back by Bryce Anderson. Anderson now matching the point total exactly of the Eagles with 15. Cougars with 25. Good by Devin Chabra. Sandoval checking back in for Zaire Smith. High-flying first quarter of action led by a plethora of Eagle three-pointers and a lot of points coming in the paint for the Cougars. Constant pressure all around. No one wanting to lose this rematch from back on December 30th. These two teams met in the final of the Coyote Basketball Invitational held by Arizona Lutheran. Moore Neal floater. Yes! Two teams meeting in the final back and lose it in the fourth quarter. Corner three from Guerrero, short. He'll get his own rebound. No, he won't, but tipped out by Chabra. Anderson to inbound. When these two teams met, talked to Coach Ben Stryzak before the game, and what really killed the Cougars in that one, second and third chance points by the Eagles, leading to threes, which we've seen those threes today. Not so many of them coming off the second chance, more or less just straight threes in general, as since 2011-12 season, these two teams, Anderson, and that is how we will end it here in the Eagles' Nest. One quarter played, 3 more to go. Cougars 27, Eagles 18. We'll take a quick break and be back with you in a moment. Welcome back into the Eagles' Nest here at Phoenix Country Day School in Paradise Valley, Arizona. About a 20-minute drive separating the Eagles and the Cougars. Cougars being more centrally located in the heart of Phoenix, as J.D. Jones' layup off the mark. This is the 18th meeting between the two, as Sandoval trying to alley-oop it to Moore Neal. And Moore Neal drawing a foul. Quay Jerkins, the guilty party, and morning 57-53 in come from behind fashion. Eagles did a great job Chabra just unable to finish his dinner. But even prior to that, last year, Cougars winning 66-35, and a beautiful Euro step from Zaire Smith falls just short. But two teams with a lot of history that we'll get into more later in the broadcast. Sosnowiec, deep three, no good. Almost acts as an indirect pass. Jones kicks it out to Chabra. Bang! Chabra's three-pointer cuts it to an 8-point Cougar lead with 6. Guerrero to Moore-Neal. Good and one. Malachi Moore-Neal chasing Bryce Anderson in point total. He has 14 on the night. Anderson 15. The offense for the Cougars running between number 10 and number 44. And not a lot else. Jace Hagan, the only other Cougar to score so far. And he has 2 free throws that began this game. Moore-Neal now with 15. Checking in for the first time, Jod Aga. That pass goes off the rim and falls perfectly to J.D. Jones. Hook shot, no good. Anderson, the end of the second quarter. Sandoval tries an interception, and now the Eagles have a man advantage. 3 off the mark from Chabra. Moore-Neal in transition, Euro step, good! Beautiful fast break layup from Malachi Moore-Neal, and you see why he, one of the top point getters on the. Another technical foul this against Blake Sosnowiec. Bryce Anderson to shoot 2. Maybe he just says, I want it for the Cougars as they lead by 11, 34-23. Jod Aga getting his first points. The 6'4" sophomore. Excuse me, freshman, not sophomore. Anderson with a blocking foul, but no and one. Ball stays on the floor. See really 2 different strategies as Gio Young and Moore-Neal come in for Paris and Guerrero. The team in Phoenix Country Day that really likes to shoot the 3 ball is good at doing it. Cougars try to go quick to Moore-Neal. In transition is Brodsky. But the Eagles, very happy to shoot a 3 and good at doing it. Moore-Neal, the block trying to find Jones. And the Cougars really like to play in the paint, dishing it low to Moore-Neal, letting Anderson drive, flip-flop those 2 names. It still makes sense. 2 very different offensive ideologies at play. Chabra, his 3 ball, is an air ball. Gio Young. I guess what you call a rebound. More like a catch. Cougars lead by 9. The Cougars back to leading by 12. 3:39 left to play until halftime. Anderson, a block! And J.D. Jones lands hard. Jones in a little bit of pain. As we'll take a quick break. Welcome back to the Eagles' nest here. J.D. Jones able to get up under his own power. Technical foul was assessed to Bryce Anderson for what one can speculate was maybe fouling Jones on the way down, as Sosnowitz now with 9 points on the night. And a chance to cut it down to a 10-point Cougar lead. And that one off the mark. Another 2 for Sosnowitz. That one up and in. 2 fouls apparently occurring on the same play, so they'll have him just shoot 4. And Sosnowitz, 2 for 4. Don Paris checking in for Bryce Anderson. On the floor for the Cougars, Moore, Neal, Sandoval, Young, Smith, and Paris. On the floor for the Eagles, Brodsky, Chabra, Sosnowitz. There's a 3 from Chabra, good. Also on the floor, Aga and Clement Papo. The starting sophomore, third chance effort. Sosnowitz, deep 3, no good, and hits the pole out of bounds. Coach Stryzak emphasized in his pregame speech to the Cougars is rebound, Zaire Smith. Smith, second chance effort, falls short. Jones keeps it. It might be the last possession of the first half, now under 25 seconds. Sandoval finally decides to dribble. And a double dribble. 14.4 seconds left to play as Sandoval wants an explanation. Sosnowitz gets some help from Chabra. Deep 3, no good. And that is how we end the first half here from Phoenix Country Day. Score, Cougars 40 and the Eagles 33, a 10-minute halftime intermission. So for those counting at home, set your watches, set your timers. We'll be back. And now, 10 minutes and 51 seconds. We'll be back for the second half of Phoenix Christian basketball here on the Phoenix Christian Basketball YouTube channel. Hello, everyone, and welcome into the Eagles' Nest as a big block by Malachi Moore-Neal on Sotsnowitz. A follow-up from Sandoval, but 2 shots coming up for the Eagles. Apologies for no sound. What you missed, a couple of Anderson 3-pointers, as well as Jace Hagan getting 5 points as well, and that's how the Cougars have got 11. Brodsky's first free throw clanks off the iron. Brodsky's second, also off the iron. Jones trying to play the aggressive card and get an offensive rebound, something that the Cougars have done a much better job in this game of doing, opposed to the final, the Coyote Basketball Invitational back on December 30th. Jones working on Anderson. Pump fake, Anderson, mid-range jumper, no good. Second chance effort by Malachi Moore-Neal, good. Foul against Jones. Jones trying to set a screen, says his feet were set. The official says no, they weren't. Hagan, 3, no good. Guerrero finding a rebound. Puts up an effort, but to no avail. Sotsnowitz pulls up from 3, good. Sotsnowitz saw what Hagan did and said, hey, anything you can do, I can do better, and from deeper. Anderson spinning, puts up an effort, getting his own rebound and tipping it back in. Bryce Anderson with the effort. Cougars lead by 12, under 2.5 minutes to play. Jones trying to find Sotsnowitz, instead finds the hands of Ruben Guerrero. Malachi Moore-Neal is trying to find Sandoval, corner 3, Anderson, no good. Moore-Neal almost with a put-back jam. A stunned crowd as Malachi Moore-Neal rose and was just about inches away from getting a putback slam that would have made the Phoenix Christian faithful that traveled absolutely erupt. Sotsnowitz. Chabra driving. Mid-range jumper blocked by Malachi Moore-Neal. Moore-Neal last night had 3 blocks, already has a pair of blocks tonight. You see how high Moore-Neal can rise. It's another weapon in his arsenal that he uses. Jones, 3-ball, off the front of the rim. Anderson thought about going quick and said, let's slow it down. Anderson working against Jones, good! Bryce Anderson, a new season high, 30 points for the Cougars. Chabra, corner 3, good, and the and one. Count it. Chabra with 17 and a chance to get 18 and cut the lead down to 11. Eagles now in the bonus. The 4-point play, the rare 4-point play for Chabra converted. Under a minute to play until the fourth quarter. Eagles fans want a backcourt violation. They won't get it. Hagen working against Sosnowitz. Anderson passes out of a double team. Under 25 seconds to play in the third quarter. Under 10 seconds, Cougars milking the clock. Sandoval driving, puts up a layup, good! And that will do it for the third quarter of action. Heading into the fourth quarter here in the Eagles' nest, Cougars 60 and the Eagles 47. We'll take a quick break and be back with you for the fourth and potentially final quarter of action here from Paradise Valley. Welcome back to the fourth and potentially final quarter of action as Bryce Anderson wasting no time with a steal. Dishes it off to Smith. Good. Zaire Smith opens the account for the fourth quarter. Jones driving over a double team, gets his own rebound, and gets a second chance point. Cougars lead 62-49. Smith finds more Neal, blocked by a combination of Jerkins and Chabra. Chabra from deep. Clanks off the rim. Cougars in no rush to execute their offense. Smith in the low post, no good. Bryce Anderson poking the ball loose. Eventually finds Brodsky. Sosnowitz, an interesting layup choice, nearly went in. Sandoval dishes off to Zaire Smith, up and under, good. Timeout, Eagles. Recap top scorers now in the fourth quarter. Bryce Anderson, a new season high of 30. Malachi Moore-Neal with 19. Jace Hagan with 9. For the Eagles, Devin Chabra with 18, and Blake Sosnowitz with 16. J.D. Jones adding in 10. Hello everyone and welcome into the Phoenix Christian Basketball YouTube channel. My name is Nicholas Pietrzycki. Thank you so much for listening and tuning in and your support of Phoenix Christian basketball. What we've seen so far, really, in this game is a tale of two people on two teams. For the Eagles, Chabra and Sosnowitz combined have a total of 34 points, leading the way for the Eagles. On the other hand, for the Cougars, Anderson and Morneal combining for 49, matching the tally of points that the Eagles currently have. So, two teams going to their two A and B guys, and it's working out for them. Working out a lot better for the Cougars than it is for the Eagles at the moment, though. 6:12 left to play in the fourth quarter. Anything is possible. Cougars and Eagles have been here before when they played on December 30th. Cougars led in the fourth quarter and let the Eagles come back and beat them. Jones, mid-range jumper, fouled by Smith. Jones's first free throw. For a second, you thought it might go off the back of the rim, but takes a home gym bounce. Jones 2 for 2. Anderson finds Hagan with a bit of space. Hagan takes it to midcourt. Sandoval drives baseline, spinning. Effort, no good. Rebounded Morneal. Second chance, no good. How about a third chance? No. Coach Lewis for the Eagles wants to work quick. 5:20 left to play in the fourth quarter. Offensive foul, Cougar ball. Sosnowitz out, Brady Weiss in. Sandoval drives, kicks it to Morneal. And Morneal draws the foul. Fouls on Jerkins. Jerkins quickly checks out for Aga. Morneal's first free throw, a little too much. Morneal 0 for 2. Anderson, a block on Jones. Observation. Just saw LaQuade Jerkins head in to the Eagles locker room. Don't know if that's foul or potentially something else related. But for the moment, it appears Jerkins' day is done. Timeout taken by the Cougars with 4:47 left to play in the game. Back in action on the campus of Phoenix Country Day. Morneal, an athletic catch. And Morneal trying to corral the pass, travels. Sosnowitz checks back in for Weiss. Sosnowitz got checked out by the Eagle training staff. Did a couple stretches, and he's back in. Mid-range jumper, Jones in. A pass for Hagen to Sandoval, almost led him. A brilliant spin move, left-handed effort, off the mark. Right-handed effort, this time in. Cougars lead by 13. Jones, 3. No good. Chabra trying to find the ball. Checking in is Clement Papeau. Eagles pressing the Cougars, trying to get every opportunity they can to come back in this game. Sandoval passes out of a double team. Morneal finds Anderson in the low post. Working, can't find it, second chance effort, good, and one. As we do have an injured Eagle down, it's J.D. Jones. Jones hurt earlier in the game after a block by Anderson. Anderson looking to add to his already impressive tally of 32. Anderson does not convert his and one. Looked like he would, then looked like he wouldn't, and then he did not. Deep three, Sosnowitz, no good. Rebound, Chabra, good. .3:15 left to play in the fourth quarter. Spinning is Anderson. Malachi Morneal, a putback jam. Cougars still lead by 13. Aga from 3. No good. Rebound Anderson. Throws it off the foot of Owen Eckstein. J.D. Jones back in the game. Sandoval dishes to Anderson, a two-handed jam. And a little bit of looks exchange between Anderson and Jones. Jones follow-up 3, good. Timeout taken by the Eagles, a quick 30-second timeout. But boy, what a game has this been. Right as you think Cougars have all the momentum, the Eagles, quick three, a quick layup in response. Cougars trying to get revenge. Eagles trying to get win number 12 all time versus the Cougars. Jerkins back out of the locker room and presumably on the bench. Sandoval to burst of speed to beat Jones on the full court press. Sandoval just takes it himself all the way, coast to coast. Phoenix Christian ball, a quick mental error by Jones, and Cougars closing in on the most points that the Eagles have allowed in a single game this season. That tally when the Eagles allowed 77. They played Desert Christian earlier in the season. Cougars in absolute no rush, up by 14. Sandoval dish it to Moore-Neal, layup good. Net did not even move. Moore-Neal saves the pass. Now Anderson, easy two-handed. Timeout, Eagles. I don't know how in the world Malachi Moore-Neal saved that pass from going out of bounds. Cougars, after just leading by 14 what seemed 2 seconds ago, now find themselves up 18. Bryce Anderson with 36 on the night. And for those at home that have ever broadcasted or have ever done any play-by-play when doing basketball, usually have something to keep track of how many points someone has. I only have 36 spaces allotted on my board for a player. Bryce Anderson right now is at 36, so any more points, and I'm going to start writing it in. That's how good of a day these Cougars are having. Jones, corner three, good. J.D. Jones now with 20, along with Chauber also 20. But that's a new season high allowed in points for the Eagles. Once again allowed 77 versus Desert Christian earlier in the year. Now have allowed 78 to the Cougars as you see a whole horde of changes. Guerrero and Young in, as well as Achilles Lopez, Cyrus Renteria, and Javian Willis. As well in for the Eagles, as a three from Guerrero falls in. Ruben Guerrero with his first points of the night. Mo Rishi, Jaquez Servan, block by Javian Willis. Follow up by Eckstein Good. Weiss, Papo, also on the floor for the Eagles. Under 25 seconds left to play. Cougars lead 81-63. And it looks like the Eagles back off. Ruben Guerrero will hold it in the corner for the final 10 seconds. And that will do it here from the Eagle Nest on the campus of Phoenix Country Day School. Final score, Cougars 81, Eagles 63. An offensive explosion for Bryce Anderson, Moore-Neal, and the Cougars. And a decent day in the box score for Chauber, Jones, and Satsnawis. Eventually falls flat, but that will do it For myself, Nicholas Pietrzycki. Once again, final score, Cougars 81, Eagles 63. Thank you so much of those of you who tuned in. Apologize for the technical difficulties early. We will see you on Saturday. Different place, same time. Have a great day, folks, and take care. Lastly, very happy birthday to Dom Paris, as he is currently getting bombarded with happy birthday wishes from his friends and fellow teammates. Happy birthday, Dom. Take care, folks.